Hello and welcome to BitThink with me, Christina. I'm just making a quick addendum to a collection of videos I made which were reviewing what has been for me the most helpful, informative, and entertaining YouTube crypto TV broadcasters. And in the context of people who are interested in trading on a shorter term basis, I wanted to share a set of instructions or pieces of advice that I came across on a gentleman's YouTube channel, and I have been searching and searching and searching my history. I can't find him. I'm pretty certain he broadcasts out of Mont-Saint-Pierre, maybe I'm making that up, but definitely somewhere in Eastern Canada. And he had written down this, which I want to share with you. He points out that trading is hard, and 90% of people never manage consistent profitability. Greed is your enemy. And as my graphic shows, greed and fear are really truly the same thing. Graphics that look like this, graphics that look like this show us a kind of, there you go, I think a less useful description of the relationship between greed and fear, because here we see them as separate, and the yin-yang clearly shows us that they are one and the same thing. So our sage trader points out that greed is always your enemy, my enemy is the enemy, as is fear. A good trader is by definition a good risk manager. And part of risk management means using stop loss and don't move in the middle of a trade, which really goes to his point about managing your emotions. Meditate, walk the dog, comb your hair, something. Our trader points out that the more leverage you take on, the more certain you are of failure, and that if you can't sleep at night, your positions are too big. So do whatever you need to do in order to sleep. He points out that you don't have to have open positions all the time. And I think one of the most important pieces that he brings to our attention is that an average of a tiny 1% profit compounded over time will make you very, very rich. So related to the idea of greed and fear, if one sets achievable goals, small percentages on a consistent basis, you stand to have a chance of being in the 10% who manage consistent profitability. And related to that is the idea that a good strategy, whatever your chart, whatever your strategy, it's way less important than maintaining good discipline, which again goes to managing the emotions of greed and fear. I think the part that really made me smile was that he exhorts us, all of us, to repeat the mantra that I am a very good trader, but points out that he reserves for himself the mantra, I am the very best trader. So I definitely liked this gentleman's vibe, and as soon as I can find the link to his broadcast, I will publish that. But in the meantime, I just wanted to share with you something that struck me enough that I actually, went all super medieval and analog and wrote it down in what is the ultimate backup. On that note, I will say that one of the fascinating things to me as somebody who's handled vellum and has been at points in my life really into very old stuff is how this very, very, very new world has reintroduced us to the upsides of using very analog forms of backup, whether that's paper wallets, or ultimately locking away the keys, passwords, seeds to your wealth in material forms that, possibly there's going to be an open market soon in vellum again. So thanks for watching, and that's it for me, and I'll see you guys on the other side.